Hi guys. So what you are now going to see, as in our continuing saga of I can't get to the parks, let's show you what content I do have. I am showing you the footage from my trip with my nephew. My older nephew, it was his college graduation present, and he wanted to go to Universal because he'd never been. So I took him for a whirlwind crazy weekend. This was again me starting to do a lot of Facebook live chats and trying to see what my hand was like in vlogging. So what you're going to catch is the footage that I posted there, edited down, pared down a bit. It was a really fun time. We learned a lot, we played, we had fun, we had much butterbeer. There was much rejoicing. Yay! And sit back, relax, enjoy. Hi everyone, this is me, back in Universal Studios. And wait, who did you see when I panned over? My nephew, yay! We are officially here in the parks. We are wandering in to see what we can see. Today we're starting in Marvel Land. We are ahead of schedule. For those of you who know me and my schedules, we are ahead of schedule. By about 20 minutes, his flight got in early, and we are moving along. I'm going to not do a whole lot in the beginning here because I want to give him the opportunity for me to explain what we're walking around and what we're seeing. But yeah, now we're in Universal time, so we're doing Marvel, and we're going to do some Harry Potter, and we're going to have some steampunk chocolate, and it's going to be an experience. So now we're standing in line for Spider-Man. That's Quinlan. He does speak, but generally not on camera. It's okay. And so we're starting in Marvel because, duh, Marvel. And we walked by Hulk, and God bless my nephew. He looked at the Hulk and he said, no. So he and I will be on many of the same rides. We will be avoiding many of the same rides. So we're now doing the walkthrough on Spider-Man because the line was only 25 minutes. It looks like they're about to do some kind of show outside, and you know, at 25 minutes we're going to walk the line so he can see everything. We've already checked in with Mom, so we're going to have fun. I'll put him in the least nausea-making seat over in Gringotts and suffer a little more myself. This will be his first experience at Universal. Yay! Happy college graduation. Yay. Hi guys. So down that pathway, down there, we just met this beautiful duck and its baby ducklings that the cast was kind of carefully escorting off to the side to make sure it was safe. And the sky's a little bit dark right now. I don't know if you can see that. In about 20 minutes, it's going to open up. So we're hoping we'll be in Ollivanders before that happens. Or we won't be doing Ollivanders. We don't know yet. We'll figure that out. But the wind is definitely picking up, and I know they're expecting light rain into severe rain. Things are cooler than they were a little while ago, definitively, which is always a bad sign for rain. But we're at the short end of this line, so I'm hoping at that 20 minutes we'll be inside, keeping dry. I think everyone else here in the line, these strangers who I've met, they agree. They do not want to be in the line when the rain is coming down. So, yeah, we are in Harry Potter Land. We finished Spider-Man, and did we approve of Spider-Man?
It was very fun.
There you go. It was just like Cats. I'll watch it again and again. But yeah, so it was very, very good and a lot of fun. And now we're just going to chill, and I'm going to probably put this phone somewhere dry just in case. Ready? Go. Well, okay. Oh no, he's gone through 9 3/4. I can't find him anymore. Oh no, I'm going to go through 9 3/4. Here we go. It's magic. Trick. Alright, so we are now in Harry Potter. I have to find my nephew. He went ahead of me. I'll figure out where he stopped. I have no idea where he just went. He can't have gone far, though. We are closing the first park. We are heading to the second park to close that park. The rain really emptied out the line, so we should be able to get some really good quality time. And I'm going to go find him. Good morning, everyone. We're in line. We are now at ride 3 for the morning, I think, or 2. 2. We did Gringotts. We are now in line for Transformers. Then, God, that head is very tall that way. And, sorry, our line is moving in Transformers because it was a 5-minute wait when you come in early. We are still alive. Wait, still alive, woken up, ready to have fun. Good morning, everyone. So we finished Transformers. It was that fast. The line is actually already up to 25 minutes. I have just sent my nephew on to Mummy because I'm not riding that one again. I know what it does to me. I think I just missed my friend. We saw the stilt walker mummies out here before we went into the ride, and they're now gone. So I'm hoping that by the time we sit here long enough that there might be another bout of them so I get to see my friend. Hope. And I'm going to keep my eye on the ride times and things. So when he comes out, we might do Men in Black single rider. We might do, I don't know. We're going to do a couple more things here because it's only I think 10 o'clock now. Head over to the other side. Might do Raptor Encounter Day. May wait. But we're definitely going to do the water ride so we can get wet and comfy. And then our plan right now is to go over to the Void, which we have not done before. That's over at Disney Springs, so we're actually going to go back to Disney for a little bit. Because my nephew is graduated from creating games, and it's a VR game. We're gonna go and get him over there so we can have fun and experience that, and have fun and be exciting. And I'm in the New York area, you know, my New York state of mind. It's been fun. It's been fun. He seems to be having a great time. As of right now, the verdict is that he liked the Forbidden Journey Harry Potter ride rather than more than Gringotts, but he did like both. Dun 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 dun. Walking around the lockers. Here's the mummy ride here. That's the roller coaster. I'm not going on. No way in hell, because it's we'll stay here for a second so you can see. See, no, just no. How about a big fat hairy no? Because no, just no. You guys can, but no. How I got good at this? I started watching a lot of Disney vlogs. And these people would take their cameras around and they would do vlogging all over the parks. And then they edit it together in like half-hour, you know, or even longer videos. And it's very cool. So I'm making my feeble attempt to do that through Facebook. If it goes well, who knows, Drew and I might be bringing a video camera out. Since he said it was going to be all about experiences, it will be. And then maybe work on my video editing skill. It's kind of scary that I must be this good at talking to myself, but it's a beautiful Saturday morning. Yesterday, actually, they said normally in Universal, the parks can do 25,000 people each park. That's generally their high end. Yesterday, it was 18,000 in both parks because of the rain. And you could feel a difference. And I mean, even here, you know, it's schools are out. It's a more busy time, but it's very laid back. It's very comfortable. Yeah, the line time still got high, but I didn't see like the 90 minutes except for like the really, really crazy things like Hulk and stuff, which is stuff we didn't want to do. Despicable Me is already over at 45 minutes before the park starts, so we may attempt to do that late tonight when if the lines go back down. Because as Drew can attest to, we did the 45 minutes in that line. Yeah, no, never again. No. Actually, it was an hour. It was like a full hour. And it was the first thing we did that day, and I was hurting puppy for the rest of the entire trip. We are in line to take the train from Diagon Alley to Hogsmeade again. We have done Transformers, Jimmy Fallon, Gringotts. He's done Mummy. I saw Brent. What else did we do over here? Is that it? No, Transformers, Mummy, Gringotts. We're doing the train. I think that might be it right now. We've done this version. I'll be taking him back the other way a little bit later. We almost lost his hat. We found it. What else did we do? Oh, Panda came and waved at me while we were standing in line in between his shows. He actually started tapping at me while he was getting his glasses, so I thought that was kind of fun. That was the Jimmy Fallon. I am surprisingly not violently ill for any of the rides. I'm kind of excited about this time. And how is your day going?
It's going well. Heading to some water rides.
And we're going to do water rides. She's right. We are doing water rides so we can get drippy wet because, oh boy, it's hot. My back is drippy. I see you very drippy and my makeup may be gone the next time you see me. Hi guys. So we just got out of the Popeye and Bluto's Bilgewater and
Yep.
Quin is a little damp. I am too. My legs and tootsies are a little wet. So we're standing in front of the people dryer. We're going to see how long it takes to be able to use it. Still drying the person in front of us. We're hoping that'll speed up the process soon. And then we're going to head over to have lunch at Mythos. So, hi guys. So you may notice pillows and comforting things. For some of you who will be wildly shocked by this concept, we are sitting back at the room for a little bit. We got through the stuff we wanted to do. We had lunch at Mythos, and the game plan had always been to hit the pool, but since we got beyond drenched in the water ride, hitting the pool became coming and hanging out in the hotel room. We're taking a little downtime because it is vacation, and sometimes that's all you need. Oh my God, I'm not still in the parks. We will be hitting the void later today. Stupid hair. And we will be trying out that VR experience. We're looking forward to that since, like I said, Quin is a gamer. After that, we are coming back to have dinner at the Hard Rock Cafe. And then we will be trying to pick up a couple of the loose straggler rides we haven't done yet. The Flight of the Hippogriff. We did not get to the Raptor. I'm kind of sad about that, but we have one more chance tomorrow. And that has to happen. I'm trying to think what else is going on. I have changed clothes because I was super wet. Quin did as well, and put some Band-Aids on the blisters. Let's deep power charge. You see, that's the one foot. That's the good foot. This is the not good foot. This is an entire blister with just a little bit of water rolling around. We did the frozen butterbeer, and I am now understanding why during the really, really hot summer people like the frozen butterbeer more, because it melts down into just basically the regular butterbeer, but you have some time to mush everything in. To get a little bit of a freezer headache, which was perfect because we were really hot, so I can see the draw. In the winter, I think I still like the regular one, and of course the hot butterbeer, which they're not going to have at all this time of year. Quin will still need to try the potted butterbeer because I cannot. It is not gluten-free. It is, butterscotch flavored joy in a little frozen slushy. I like I said, I like the plain one with the butter, the flavors mixed in, and I love the hot one. Which is the potted, which is like pudding, which I can't have. The fudge, which I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have. It's not amazing to me, but it's okay. Kind of excited that I'm chilling. Because Drew, Lou, you know me. How often do I stop? I do not. I keep moving unless the people I'm with want to chill as well. And this has been kind of nice. He is not interested in Dole Whip. I know the horror. But there is a gelato shop there we might try. I did walk by Voodoo Donuts in Universal, and he mentioned that he actually thinks he's seen them before, so we're not going to worry about trying that. We leave in about 15 minutes or so. I am already at 14,280 steps, and I have done all of my, my stairs today. Yeah, we're going to take a little break. I'm going to take about 15 minutes of just downtime. And I'll see you guys later. Hi guys. So we finished the Void, which was wild. Highly recommended. It is not cheap, but it's not ungodly. It was about $37 a person. You get strapped into this whole set of gear with a visor, headset, etc. You can see your own body holding the stuff for the guns and shooting things, and you're working with Alan Tudyk's robot-y guy and some other people to save them. You get to see Darth Vader. It was incredibly exciting, and now we are heading back to the car. Oh, wait. After we did that, we went to Sprinkles. We got yummy, yummy cupcakes, and normally gluten-free cupcakes, you can only get the red velvet. And today, they had lemon blueberry seasonal gluten-free cupcakes. So I had a lemon blueberry cupcake as a sundae without vanilla ice cream. Quinlan had the chocolate marshmallow one with the cookie dough ice cream, and it was
very tasty.
And does he have any opinions about the Void?
Extremely cool. Way more than I was expecting.
You heard it right there. And the best part about that is that he is actually his college graduation, his college what he studied was gaming.
Game design, yeah.
Game design, how to make them, how to build them, all types of games. So it was a virtual game. So that was really his whole niche of world, and it was.
Took a course in VR.
In fact, he took a course in VR. So it was fabulous. It was a lot of fun. So we are now leaving here. They're expecting rain in about 20 minutes, it looks like. And at that point, we will be back over at Universal, where we will be having dinner soonish, although not immediately after the cupcakes, and checking out some more rides and shows and things that we can do before the day is done. And we will talk to you soon. I am sitting in my favorite place of Universal Studios, the lovely green lawn, watching people insane screaming and taking that horrifying roller coaster that I simply will not get on because I know better. My nephew is running onto Despicable Me using an express pass, so he can go all the way through quickly. Then we've got 8 o'clock dinner reservations over at Hard Rock Cafe. And then we're going to go over and try to see the Hogwarts lights, the projections on the castle. And we still have to do Hippogriff, but we're getting a lot of the rides done so that tomorrow is whatever rides he really wants to repeat or sitting and watching some shows, really just making it a chill day to enjoy the way we want. But we've been having a lot of fun. I can see how tired I look, but that's okay. Got the sun color from sweating and all that good stuff. But things are happening and things are fun. We're actually cheating. Shh, we're cheating. See, I have the Premier annual pass, which allows me to do Express after 4 o'clock every day. And I don't need to have to go see Despicable Me again and get ill right before dinner. So he's me right now. Michael spelled wrong or something like that. So he's using that to do the one time because I can cut every line once. And since I don't need to do it, he's going to do it. Which will get us out in time because in 15 minutes is our dinner reservation. So once he comes out of that ride, then we'll head out to Hard Rock. Which timed out perfectly because, keeps things simple, keeps things fun. And tired, long days, hurting. We are now at 21,591 in steps, and I know I've climbed at least 10 flights of stairs because I had before. So, and it's still really humid. They were expecting some rain today, which did not happen. So, very humid and sticky. My back is wet. The sounds of screams, because here, this is what I'm watching. And I just hear the screams every time they hit a certain spot or another certain spot. Like, let's watch this group scream now. See, that's like 90 degrees straight up. Can't do it. Just can't fathom it. Just can't do it. And then it gets over that hill, and then their light flashes before their eyes, and they scream. Just like so. That's what I'm watching. We may not stay till absolute closing tonight. We may. I don't know. And then we pack up. Tomorrow load up the car and then hit the parks until the evening and just keep it comfy. I'm drinking my free water. That is the other thing you'll learn at both Disney and Universal. You can go up to any quick service counter. If they have water and they are open, you can get a courtesy cup of water, no charge. I will say some places give you ice, others do not. But it keeps you from passing out, and that's a good thing. I don't know if you can actually hear me because there's a lot of music here. We are in the Hard Rock Cafe. Dun, dun, dun. And Quinlan as a mojito.
Hello, everyone.
We're enjoying the ambiance. We're enjoying waiting for it. We had the ice cream cupcake sundaes and a good lunch. So now we're just going to share a bunch of appetizers because we're still not hungry and it's been hours. But all is good. We're chilling out. And we're gonna potentially head back into Hogsmeade to go watch some projections on the castle, do the Hippogriff ride, and maybe even do a Forbidden Journey again, depending on how much we've eaten. Hi guys, look! We're back at the room! What are you thinking, Michele? All of the parks haven't closed yet. Okay, yeah. So we had dinner. We enjoyed dinner. We were tired and we decided, you know what, we're going to pack in the morning. We want to take it much slower tomorrow. So there's really only one major ride, and it's only semi-major we still need to do, which is the Hippogriff. I'm coming back in December, so I'll see the light projections then. But most of the other stuff we're looking at is shows or walk-in stuff. And we've had a pretty tremendous time, a pretty exciting time. yeah, all the things have been done, and more of the things have been done than we expected. Of course, we came back to the room to find this, which is attached to that. So we have since called housekeeping, and they are on their way to fix it so that we can get some sleep, and which makes me even happier we didn't wait till park closing, because that means we actually had the time to get it addressed and still get a decent night's sleep. So favorite part of the day, Quinn?
I don't know. I'm tired.
He's too tired. Earlier in the day, it was all the Harry Potter stuff. Still, I think Forbidden Journey is the top of his list. We still have, let's see, we have Gringotts. No, we don't have Gringotts. We have the Money Exchange. We have the Raptor Encounter. We have the Hippogriff Ride. We have, I rewrote the list out, the Puppet Show over in Diagon Alley. We might do Jurassic World. We have dessert in our fridge from the first night. And hey, the people are here to fix the rooms. So a ceiling has been cleaned up. They have given me some Hilton Honors points back as an apology, because I booked this stay with Hilton Honors points. I have showered, I have changed, I have washed the makeup off my face. The nephew is taking a bath because he walked a lot, and he is not used to walking a lot. I am tending my little blistered feetses and making sure they feel a little bit better. My hair is fuzzed from the humidity in the shower and all that, but that's okay. So yeah, so we, like I said a little earlier, we have the one day left. And that was the other thing. So last night we had dinner at Toothsome, and neither of us could finish our desserts. And I mean, his was like 4 scoops of ice cream with a piece of peanut butter pie and a peanut butter cup and more peanut butter. And he could barely touch the ice cream, let alone eat all the other stuff. So he took the pie piece and the peanut butter cup and the peanut brittle home, which was in our little fridge, and I could not finish my dark chocolate pot de creme. So they didn't have a normal cup, so they gave it to me in this. This is a reusable plastic cup, and I'm going to take it home because, gosh darn it, it's got SpongeBob and Despicable Me and Universal. And so here's my souvenir for the trip. After talking a little more detail with Quinn, he said his absolute favorite part of the trip so far was the void, at least from today. And that was the virtual reality experience that we did over in Disney Springs. So his favorite part of his Universal trip was Disney. Not gonna do any more on that. But it was because he does gaming for that's what he studied. It was quite a neat experience for him to see how they took VR to the next step. He was telling me about some of the logistics where in some of the world of VR, you're not supposed to put seeing your own hands in the video, because you can't normally show legs. So he was actually really impressed that you could see the other person, that you could follow the movements of them, that you could see your arms. We both complained about the trigger-happy nature of the gun. I also noticed that the gun had to be multiply pulled. You couldn't hold it down and shoot multiple times, whereas the bad guys could. That was not fair. I also noticed that even though they were shooting at us, they must have been the worst soldiers ever, because neither of us, Quinn was standing out in the open, and they missed him every single time. And I was not much better. I was sort of hiding behind the one building thingy, and that was, it was what it was. But it was a lot of fun. It was a little scary. There were a couple sections where, you're stepping out onto X platform, and it looks like there's nothing there, and there's floor below you in reality. But, oh, God, I was like, I don't want to step on this. What are they going to do to me when I step on this? Because, and I didn't, so we both had a couple moments of, oh, dear God. I also don't think I turned my headset up loud enough to hear him really well. But we seem to do okay. Alan Tudyk's voice is used in there for that robot character. It's very, very, very cool. I enjoyed it a lot. You almost wish it was a little bit longer, but they can't have you walking too many places. You just kind of... and they warn you, I think you're not allowed to kneel or lay down or do anything, which I think some people might have done to shoot better on stuff.
Like I said, we did get a Darth Vader moment in there, so yeah, it has to be from that first grouping, I guess. Well, no, wait, but he's from the other. My Star Wars foo is not as strong as it used to be. Then what other fun things? Yeah, that was really good. The fact that I remembered reading about the blueberry lemon cupcake over at Sprinkles and going, oh, I'm not going to be back, and the seasonal flavor is going to be gone. Lemon blueberry a cupcake, and we matched it with vanilla ice cream, but because normally all I can get is the gluten-free chocolate cupcake, so the fact that they had that option was really, really nice. And he loved his chocolate marshmallow. He said the marshmallow kind of got overwhelmed with all the other flavors, but he had a great time. He was chowing down, and then both of us were just full. We were so full. We had reservations at 6:30, and we called on the way back to the parks and said, okay, we want to minimize the number of people, and can we push it back? So instead of the 6:30 reservation we ended up just doing the 8 o'clock reservation, and that worked out perfectly. He did get to go into Despicable Me. He got to see the Simpsons rides and all that. And like I said, Hippogriff is the only ride that we haven't done that we wanted to do. Jurassic is a maybe ride. And I'm trying to think about anything else. The Void was good. The games were good. We still have to go to the money transfer place, the Gringotts with the goblin that you can talk to, and see the puppet show, and just kind of chill. We're actually not gonna get there at rope drop, as it were. We're gonna get there about a half an hour later, just so I can get those couple rides, and after those rides are done, then we will do that. I got a little bit of sun over here. He's got a little bit of a sunburn on his neck. We did have an SPF 30 on, but then we did a water ride. And while we reapplied, I don't know if we reapplied enough. Oh, I was so proud of him. We got out our tickets as we were going in to Universal Studios. And we were Islands of Adventure. We were just going in specifically so we could take the train that direction, because he hadn't seen that yet. So we can't give him his ticket, and I went, okay, give me your ticket back, because I'd been carrying them. He went, well, don't we need to keep them for the next ride so we can get the train across? Oh, so excellent. Very proud. His foo is strong. It will be impressive. Yeah, we've pretty much done all the rides. Because there are a lot of rides I cannot do at this park, I can get through everything Universal in 2 days, generally, that I want to see, and often what others want to see. As it is, he's already done Spider-Man twice, and we've done the train One Direction at least twice, and we'll be doing it again going back the other way, but this is just in the 2 days. And there was another one we did. We didn't do Forbidden Journey twice. There was another ride I think we did twice. And that's just in the 2 days. Hard Rock was lovely for atmosphere, but I don't need to do the food again. I do think I want to try the chocolate creme brulee over at Toothsome. And the chocolate macadamia cherry drink. I had a lamb burger at Mythos. That was quite tasty. Well, Quin has finished his bath, so we are both kind of chilling here in the room. So I'm not going to ramble on and on and on when he's back, because that would be rude. But it is, God, I really need to get the better selfie angle, but my arms does not have this kind of strength. I hope you guys are all having a lovely evening. I'm going to call it a night, I think, because he's doing his own thing over there. And take care, and I'll talk to you soon. So we're standing in line for the Raptor encounter. We've done Hippogriff, we've done Forbidden Journey, then a little bit of running around and some more technical stuff today. But it's about a half an hour wait for the ride, 20-30 minutes. And we're very excited because, hey look, my shirt matches the greenery behind us. Ooh, I should be in Jurassic Park. We're up and running. We've been making some good time, going a little bit slower pace today. We've had another frozen butterbeer because it's hot. And that's about it. So we will talk to y'all later. got blue today.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Close that mouth. Wait, walk away, walk away. No. That's it. No, don't. What did I say about moving? It's okay. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I know it's the red hair.
No. That's it. She likes hands. Okay, that's good.
Hi guys. So today's been exciting. Yeah, exciting. Okay, so we haven't been doing a whole lot of live posting today because we've been doing a lot of preemptive care. We went on Gryffindor on the Flight of the Hippogriff this morning, and then we got on Forbidden Journey, and then we got our stuff out of the locker because you have to put everything in a locker, and we started to walk away, and he said, "So did you put my wallet in your bag?" I said, "No, I did not." "Do you not have your wallet?" And he said, "No, I do not. Maybe we left it in the locker." To which we went back and there was no wallet. We spent some time with Lost and Found. We spent some time with different rides, checking to see if somebody else had turned it in. They said, people might turn it in later, keep checking. We went back and took our flashlight apps and searched the floor. And then we had a whole day ahead of us. So it was stressful. We still managed to get some good time out of it. And as we're taking the train, we're running late for our dinner reservation, but we had to take the train over once more back there just to give it one more chance to make sure that if they even got it. And went up in the exit and said, "Hi, this is the name, and we're looking to see if their wallet was turned in." And we just stood there waiting for a while. And suddenly she said, "Yeah, they have it. They'll be out in 2 minutes." So last ditch, his wallet showed up. He has it. Everything was still in it. We are ecstatically happy. We suddenly could enjoy dinner, even though we had to rush out to it because we were now a half an hour late to get to it. We just might have been sloppy. Either when I checked for it, I left it in the locker and the next family picked it up by accident, or it fell out and got kicked somewhere and we didn't see. It doesn't matter. We got it back, and that's pretty much all that counts. So that put a little bit of damper on the experience. But we did go to Cowfish for lunch, and the waiter was wonderful. Because it was right after, when we finally went, we should still leave and do lunch. And we sat down, and he's like, "Yeah," I said, "I really wanted to get a margarita or something, but I have no ID." I went, "Oh, right." So when we sat down, the waiter asked how our day was, and we went, "Well, could be better." He said, "What can I do to make it better?" I said, "I don't know that you can." We said, this was his college graduation pick and trip, and yeah, he doesn't have his ID anymore because it's somewhere. Just somewhere. And the guy said, "Well, I only have to check an ID. If you would like to order the drink, I can check your ID." So he checked my ID, and I ordered my drink, and he was still able to enjoy it. So that was pretty lovely. So he was gobs and wonders and fabulousness, and we tipped him well. But at that point, it was, as a couple of my other friends, including Debbie, can attest, miserable, chewy, hot. I think it was actually only 90, but it said it felt like 97. So we said, you know what, let's kind of chill, let's make everything work relaxed. So we decided to go see Infinity Wars again. We'd both seen it before, but why not? Got some nice time in the air conditioning, got to enjoy it, catch more stuff that we didn't see the last time. And then we went back in and did, we had a little bit of time left. We went and did Gringotts Ride one more time. He still wanted to get some butterbeer fudge because we did not do the frozen butterbeer. We did not get the potted butterbeer, and the hot wasn't being served. And because it's so hot, the dragon was not blowing fire. The dragon, they said, the one guy outside said, "Yeah, I think the last time I saw it blow fire was like 4 hours ago." So yeah, it was too hot. Whereas in winter, they do it literally every 10 minutes on the 10 minutes. So Big difference.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that she never blew fire the entire time we were there. So we finished that. We took the train across, and the train was running late. We got texted that our dinner reservation is now, and they'll hold it for 5 minutes. So they said, unless you need more time, let us know. To which I texted, hi, we're having an emergency. We'll get there as soon as we can. Can you please hold the table? They did. Like I said, we found out about the wallet. We came back. We got him his chocolate frog because he wanted a chocolate frog, and we got some butterbeer. And then we had our mojitos at dinner to celebrate. How was your food at Antojitos? What was your opinion?
It was very good. I enjoyed it. I liked my mojito. And
Good. And that made everything taste better. So that being said, my food was not great. The tamales were interesting. They were really like soufflés. They were not like any tamale I had ever had before. The real kicker this time was the heat. We had to keep water with us at all times. We did the go up to any of the counters and ask for a glass of water, and they give you free water. And at one point I just went up and got a bunch of ice because it was really, really hot. When I got the chicken enchilada salad, and again, gluten-free is always iffy. It said it had jicama on it, it had all kinds of stuff on it, and it was like taco salad lettuce, really finely shredded stuff. Not really lettuce. It was kind of watery. I would not order it again. But my ginger mojito was fabulous. I will say that was very good. Tiny, tiny pieces of ginger, fresh ginger all the way through it. So wrapping up on the trip, favorite part, I think, was finding the wallet. If it was not finding the wallet, I believe we are still at the Star Wars.
the Void was.
Yeah, the Void, the virtual reality experience over at Disney Springs.
That was like a taste of the future, of what the future of VR could be, which was really cool.
So you heard it from the gaming college graduate. Got some Cold Stone Creamery. I got a little scarf for myself. They had the Marauders map in a scarf, and I love those. I can tell you, if you come here in a year and go for at least 5 days, especially if you go parking, annual pass, way to go. Maybe even at 4 days if you're parking every day, because parking is $35 a day, and if you take $140 off right off the top of the thing for 4 days, it's absolutely worth it. But we're about to go hit the car and drive to the airport. You may hear from me again at the airport, especially because now my flight's been delayed. It was supposed to leave at 11:10. It is now saying it will leave at midnight. We'll see. His flight will now leave earlier than mine, unless they change their minds, which often happens.
Or mine gets delayed.
What?
Or if mine gets delayed.
Or if his gets delayed too, because if it's a weather thing, we're both SOL. So we're going to head to the airport, make sure we're checked in. I might get him a drink at Cask and Larder, which seems to be my go-to place at the end of every fair season, or every holiday trip down here. And we're good. We're good. It's turned out to be a very lovely, very happy day. So thank you so much for following along with my trip. I'm glad you enjoyed the hat. We'll see you all soon. Hi guys. So I am now in the airport. I have sent my nephew off onto his particular flight location. He's at the other end of the terminal, but once we got here and everything was through his security and everything, he went off to his gate. He's already sent me a couple texts and things, so we are good. My flight has been delayed. It was supposed to originally come in at 1:20 in the morning. It's now coming in at 1:50 in the morning, if I'm lucky. But that's okay. We are enjoying, I am enjoying a little bit of quiet here and playing catch up, and I hope I stay awake for when my flight leaves, because right now I could just fall asleep and stay asleep. My nephew commented that he had not expected quite so much walking. He is sore. His feet are sore. He's not used to the 20-some thousand steps. As of this moment, I am at 8,963 steps. I probably won't be doing a whole lot more. I mean, maybe I'll get up to 19,000 steps today. That was with the 2.5-hour movie where we didn't move in the middle of the afternoon. So, hey, long day. But that's okay. Like I said, everything's now kind of in a much better space. We're not stressed about it. Universal's staff members off and on everywhere we ran into were wonderful, were helpful, were positive. His family jumped in when things were getting a little crazy and did some of the groundwork so he could try to enjoy things.
I know it was rough for him to do so, and he was visibly relieved when everything was done, and I was glad. Both he and I just didn't want the trip that had been going so well to end on such a down note, but it's all good. It's a happy thing. Did not get as sick on the Harry Potter rides as I usually do. I think seat 3 in Forbidden Journey seems to be the magic seat where I don't get ill. Very happy about that. Seat 3 seemed to be my winner. And I was able to tolerate the roller coaster sections of some of the other rides, knowing what they were. Still won't go on Hulk, still won't go on Rip Roaring Rocket, and I can't go on Mummy anymore because that really, truly made me ill. No, my limitations, gonna stick with them. Of course, the last ride of the entire trip was getting on the little shuttle to take you to the A terminal where we're getting on Southwest. Stopped at Cask and Larder, which seems to be the place I go to. I went there with Lou and Peter. I went there with Drew. Especially when things go wrong, it seems to be that place where we can grab food at the very, very end. I think my nephew was of course. I wouldn't call it amused. He was sort of like, oh God, she's doing it again, kind of embarrassed every time I talk to strangers in line, because, hey, Ren Fair, it's what I do. Do not go into air conditioning when you are wet and expect to sit for an hour and a half without getting freezing cold. I gifted my scarf to my nephew because he was so cold, and he was in shorts and t-shirt, and I just sucked it up for a little while. I'm getting ready to put on my happy mask, which I wear when I fly, so I don't get sick and breathing in everybody else's air. And the waiter at Cowfish was great. The waitress at Antojitos was lovely, and Quin loved his nachos. Maybe it was just, I drank, they give you massive fluid glasses, water or whatever, and I drank an entire glass of water because I could feel it. I was like I was too thirsty, and then as I'm drinking the glass of water, I was like, is it really warm in here? And realized, no, you're just suddenly sweating a whole lot, which means I was hitting, as we were running to get to the place for the to get the wallet back and all that kind of stuff. I was probably dehydrating myself a little too much, because when we went into the movie theater, we couldn't take our fluid in with us. That we had the containers, and they weren't. You can't bring in outside food and drink. And I should have just emptied it and had it there so we could fill it later. But water under the bridge. I love the raptor encounter. The guy reminded me of the actor. He did American Horror Story. He was in Finian's Rainbow. Canadian actor. And now I'm not going to blank on his name. Can't even think of it off the top of my head. But he reminded me a lot of him. That same kind of very dark hair but very bright smile. And when I broke him, it made me so happy. For those of you who weren't following the dinosaur, when I met the raptors, he made a comment to me because my hair is red, and someone before said, if you're wearing red, she might consider that aggression, so be careful. And this guy comes up and he's like, yeah, she's a little aggressive. I said, yeah, I know, I'm female and I've got red hair. And he went, yeah, they look at red hair and they think it's fire. And I went, yeah, fire bad, as in Frankenstein. And he was like, and his head broke down, and you can see him from the back in the video we posted. I broke him, and it took him about 2.5 seconds before he spoke again. I was very proud of myself. I like those little moments. There was a group behind us in line. They were from Scotland. The one woman had been living in Dallas for quite a while, but other family members were joining them, and they had a young'un with them. So I was explaining oh yeah, you're gonna meet a real raptor. Yeah, they're all girls, and I started to do a little bit of the story, but in a way that the adults knew that this was a show, and then the kid said the kid wouldn't have it spoiled, if it was going to be exciting and happy to them. So butterbeer count. So we had regular butterbeer, and then we had frozen butterbeer. He got butterbeer fudge to come home. He also realized he was we were eating beyond per se limits. Normally when I do these trips, I'll do lunch. I do breakfast bars, protein bars for breakfast, and we actually had real breakfast at this hotel. And then I do lunch somewhere around 11 to 1. Try to do it on the earlier side. And then dinner is not until 8, 9 o'clock. and I'm realizing how much of a difference that makes. Lunch at 12, sometimes 1, and dinner scheduled around 6. Just not enough time between the meals, especially if you wanted to snack on stuff. But so yeah, butterbeer counts. So we had one regular butterbeer, and then it was just too god-awful hot, just miserably hot, and that meant the frozen butterbeer was the way to go, and we did 2 sets of that. I got him the souvenir glass, so he has the souvenir drinking glass. I already have one at home that's been beaten to hell and back, so it was fine. And let's see, that was and then he got the fudge. So we did not do the potted, we did not do the frozen, and we did not do the hot, but they weren't having this hot. So we did Griffin, the Flight of the Hippogriff. We did Forbidden Journey. Then The World Exploded for a while. Then we did Raptor Encounter. We did not get to Poseidon's Fury. He did want to do that, and it just, with everything else going, if we hadn't had that snafu, it would have been done and then some. We did sleep in a little bit this morning. We got there at 9:30 rather than getting there a little bit before 9 when park opened. And then we did the movie. We went all the way back to the car, and again, we didn't find it because obviously it had been turned in eventually. Did the train one more time, so we did all the Harry Potter rides today, actually, because we did Gringotts again as well. And we're hyper careful with how the locker worked. So yeah, it was good. I know I'm probably rambling at this point, but I figure you're helping me stay awake right now. And I'm watching myself turn pinker on camera. Here at the Cask and Larder, I had 2 drinks. I had it was a bourbon whiskey drink with a honey simple syrup and some Prosecco in it. It was very nice. And then went with the bartender's suggestion, which was called the Aviation, and it was Aviation Gin, Creme de Violette, and a couple other things, which was also very good. Oh, and then one of those like really dark, intense cherries, the ones begins with an M. It's not maraschino, they're almost like dark purple. So we had a couple of those, and that was tasty as well. He loved the virtual reality stuff at Star Wars. He loved that. And again, being a gamer, that's a big deal for him. It's the next step in VR, and he told me they're breaking a lot of rules, and he was explaining about all the detail, and so it was fascinating stuff. Fun stories, fun stuff. I'm back to regular work tomorrow, although I think it might be a little late because I'm going to get in a little late. But, you do what you have to do for family, for fun. And I'm hoping he had a really, really incredible graduation present. And we will see how things go. So thank you, everybody. If you have any questions, post them on the assorted threads. Yeah, so thank you. Have a great night. Have a wonderful time. It's such a pleasure seeing you all. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed all of this wonderful trip down memory lane, please remember to hit that like button. That's that thumbs up in the bottom. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel to see the other content, I'd appreciate that. And hit the bell notification icon. That'll tell you every time I'm posting new content, and that way you know what's coming next. I hope to be able to bring you new content soon, but for now, let's take these memories with us and hold on to them for that next and better day. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?